I was
When I was,
obsessed with
I would
it.
say when I was young, those things used to bother me a lot. Like, damn, why
Yeah.
isn't this person like me?
Well, yeah, yeah,
Why
yeah,
are they
yeah.
not my friend?
Yeah.
Then I
And
grew up.
I was gonna say what you're touching upon. That brings me to the question that I have for you, which is, where did that come from? Like,
Not
if
caring.
that, yeah, the not caring, the shift
You're
from
not
like
giving a fuck. The thing you were
caring
talking
about people's
about.
opinions. Yeah, because we there was an episode that we did prior to this one where we were giving the audience just a little bit of a description of you, because somebody asked in the chat, like, man, who is Rep? Like, how would you describe him? And that was one of the things that we all commonly said about you, is that you have the mentality of not really caring what other people think. You go out and be yourself. So where was the turning point for you in that? Like, when did that start?
I would say it started probably around like 16, 17 years old. I was
Mm,
bullied in school. Got jumped. Bunch of different things happened in school. Just bad stuff. I had a bad time in school, and I realized the number one reason I was having a bad time in school was because I was trying to appease everyone. I was just trying to make sure that they were happy with me. I was trying to be friendly, kind, sweet. I was just trying to be everything I felt you should be towards people. And when I got caught up in that, you stop having fun, you stop saying what you want to do, and you stop saying what you want to say. So eventually, I just changed it. I used to tell my friends what I wanted to say, but I knew if I explained it to someone else, they'd think I was insane. Now,
yeah.
granted, they actually did try to like throw me in like therapy and all that nonsense as a kid, but I never thought I was wrong for feeling or thinking a certain way. I never saw the fault in myself. And once I
Mm.
realized that I never see the fault in myself, so why would am I letting people fault me? And then
Yeah.
from there, I just kind of developed into realizing, hey, I got one life. I can do whatever I want. I can say whatever I want. And tomorrow's a new day. They're either going to forget or forgive me.
And you've been a god ever since. You've been a god.
Yeah, I would say
You man,
I've
you're
been doing
calling
my own thing ever
you're
since.
calling other man God? Fire for that. Fire for that.
Hey, there's multiple gods, right? You study mythology,
Right?
they got tons of them.
Yeah.
But
Nothing wrong with calling someone a god, king,
yeah, I went through
etc.
that same thing you were mentioning, where like as a kid, I was always a very headstrong kid. I was like, Tommy, that little nigga from the Rugrats, not
Yeah, yeah,
Tommy,
yeah.
the other one. What's his name? The leader? Oh, it was
It was
Tommy. There
Tommy.
we go.
Tommy's the
Yeah,
leader,
Tommy,
yeah.
yeah.
Tommy
I was I
Pickles.
was I was thinking for a second I might have said Chucky's name instead, but Tommy. I was like him. I was very imaginative and very creative. So I was always the leader in any like social thing. Like as a kid, I was always the one leading us on the adventures, creating the scenarios.
Mhm.
And like as I got a little older, like Ref said, I encountered people who would try to make me feel like shit for being who I was. And it affects you. I like slid into myself. I started keeping to myself a lot. I didn't have any friends when I was that young, and all my friends were like adults. So like I would literally like, I was around myself so often. I got into the habit of talking to myself. So I'd literally sit there talking to myself as if there was another person there. People used to think back when I was a kid, they used to think something was wrong with me. They thought I was crazy,
I
and
do the same thing.
that's what I
I think
did.
it's good to talk to yourself actually.
Yeah, I mean, I still do that to this day, just
Yeah, yeah.
not as like back then. I used to do it wherever. Like I would just start
Did you
talking.
did you did you respond to yourself?
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah, yeah,
kidding.
yeah, of
I mean,
course
you
you
can't
do.
have a
Myself.
conversation if no one's responding, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
It's a
like you have to
conversation for
respond to
you
yourself.
versus the last sentence you said.
Yeah, you can do that. I do it in my head all the time. Sometimes I
Yeah.
do it out loud. You have dialogues. You just go back and
That's how you
forth.
figure
Like
shit out. You know, you just sitting there. It's like,
yeah,
well, if I do this, no, it don't make no sense. I can't be doing that. I'm stupid.
Mhm.
Come on. You know, you just have a little quick chat.
You
exactly.
ever get trapped in that head scenario where you're just thinking you're playing out all the
Yes.
possible outcomes in your head
Yep.
for no reason
Yep.
of something that
Yep.
hasn't even happened yet?
Bro, sometimes you
Yep.
get there and then you just have to like stop. You're like, wait. And you just gotta go. You're just like, fuck it. Just go.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. When you get in that dilemma where it's like it's just going on and on, then the next step is action. You just gotta do it. Just be like, okay,
Mhm.
whatever. Devil may cry, and just just do it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it took me a while. Like in high school, what ended up happening is I went the absolute other direction. I started trying to do absurdity on purpose, like
Mhm.
trying to get reactions out of people because I thought that shit was funny. And now I've kind of like mellowed out and gone back to being a normal person again. Now I do what I want, Like, because both ways you're weak. If you're doing things because you're scared of what people are going to think, it's weak. And if you're doing things specifically to get specific reactions out of people and you want to be noticed, you're still weak. Like, both
I agree.
ways you're weak and dependent on people around you.
Yeah, it definitely takes fault from
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
anyway,
when your actions are decided, you're right, completely right about that. When your actions are decided by what somebody else thinks of you, yeah. But when you completely come to that decision on your own, like I'm just gonna do everything on like based off of how I would operate and not what someone else would think of that, then that's where you really empower yourself.
You also seem to make the best decisions when you do that. The less you care
Yeah.
about what people think about what you do, the more you're gonna do for yourself and have for yourself.
yeah.
Rome's not built in a day. You're gonna make
Mm.
mistakes, but if you know what you're going for, you end up with your own little kingdom. See, I don't understand the obsession of like luxury brands and stuff that a lot of people have, because the reality is, do you like it because they sold it to you, or do you like it because you like it?
They like it because they
And there's
sold it
only
to you.
really
Like
what'd you say, Ray?
they like it because it's a luxury brand. Like bro, that's
Right.
my like mom. She'll buy anything that got a name brand on it. It don't matter what it is and what it looks like.
Easy
If it got
slides.
that name, bro, if it got a name on it, she'll get it, bro. And if it
Wait,
doesn't have a name, she'll just look down on it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Yeezy slides, I saw some nigga wearing them in real life the other day. I was on the train. I was like, Jesus
Them
Christ.
shits is ugly, right?
Yeah, did they grow on you yet?
No,
The
they're
Yeezy
ugly,
slides?
bro.
Nah.
Like they're not cute.
Emilio, keep going. And then Ray, go get the slides and show Emilio show Ref what they
You
look
guys
like.
got the slide? Nice.
Well, yeah, what were you saying? What were you about to say, Ref?
So if you're buying things only because of name brands or because the luxury status attached to them,
These
you're gonna eventually
chunky
dislike
ass
it.
shoes, bro.
Oh yeah, those are. I mean, I guess they're okay, but it looks like something I could get for $5. You know, like this is the truth about the world. If you actually go shopping, you realize sometimes you look at these things and it's just like, yo, this T-shirt I could get for 10.
Big
It looks
piece of
pretty much
rubber.
the
Let
same.
me look up how much they cost.
Yo,
Yeah.
it's funny you mentioned that.
Because
Let me see.
remember that we live in such a world based on status. I'm gonna drop some heat for you. That people are buying fake bags at a premium to get the status of the real bag because they can't afford it, so they pay a premium on the fake bag that looks closer.
Wearing chains that turn their neck green. Talk to him, ref.
Yeah,
Bro.
got the copper that shit,
These
you know?
slides is like $100.
Exactly. And they look like something you could get for 10.
Bro, I can go to the Chinese spot right now and get the same thing, bro.
Exactly. Yeah,
look
yeah,
like-
yeah.
They look like toy slippers. They don't even look like.
Mhm.
Bro.
They look like a
Yo,
cartoon character.
this is that shit you put on your Barbie.
It looked like something like an old grandpa in a cartoon would wear.
But I was gonna say earlier today, I was scrolling through Instagram, right? And I see this fucking the goofiest thing I've ever seen in my life. I literally think this is the goofiest thing. It was like a Pooh Shiesty kind of mask, right? One of those
E-mask.
things. But it had like these weird like frizz things on it.
Yeah,
and,
they were
like,
frayed. It was frayed all over.
yeah, like these weird phrases on it. I was like, oh, the distressed Shiesty. And I was like, that is fucking retarded. I was like,
And yet someone would buy it
I was like, idiots are gonna come out here and buy this shit for real too. Like this
and
is
wear it.
ridiculous.
They would
Yeah,
definitely wear it outside, bro.
So
you're
isn't
spending
it,
money to wear a fucking rug on your face. Like, what's going on?
you know why they call it brands, right? Think what is a brand?
It's a mark that you put on a person to show that
Exactly.
you
So
own
like
them.
if the only things you brand are farm animals and cattle.
Yeah,
So if you are fully submitted to like luxury brands and having things for social status, you're basically just another cow on the farm who's all trying to do the same thing.
And you giving them free promo. Like they're not even paying you to
Free
wear their
promo.
shit.
Yeah,
you're
free
you're
promo, free
essentially
advertisement.
you're
You gotta picture yourself like a walking billboard.
yeah, yeah. You're
And
essentially
once you realize you're a
slave to
walking billboard, you're not really worrying about the message as long as the message is you.
these- yeah, yeah, yeah. You're pretty much a slave to these corporations. That's why you're branded. Because
Yeah,
like
you
they used to
sell out
brand
to them.
slaves back in the day. So like
Mhm.
you're a slave to these corporations. You're there, like you said, to advertise for them, to
Right.
give them your money. And, like
Right.
you're buying shit you don't even care about. Like half these things
Yeah.
you know they don't actually
Yeah,
like.
press the people you don't like.
And sometimes some people they buy a $1,000 shirt, they can't wear it all the time. It's not
Yeah.
something you could throw on 2, 3 times a week. You gotta protect it because you gotta protect your investment.
Investment.
Yeah.
You know, like
Bro, second you buy
if
that
you're buying
$1,000
fashion,
shirt, it's not $1,000
yeah,
no more, bro.
yeah. But that's the thing. So you gotta protect that investment. You gotta make sure that shirt lasts
Justify it.
$1,000 worth of it. You know.
See, but also if you wear it more than once, people gonna be like, "Oh, you wearing the same thing? You wearing the same fit?"
Yeah, yeah.
So you can't even
Yeah.
be rocking the same shit over and over again. So you spend $1,000 on a shirt you can wear what,
The
5
closest I have,
times,
Yeah.
like
the
over
closest
a
I
course
have,
of a year.
And let's say you drinking some fine wine, you spill on it, it's over. That shirt's worth nothing now. You can't even resell it.
Thanks.
Let's
oh,
go straight to the thrift store.
yeah. I mean, the closest I have to that is when I bought that comic from the boy Eric July, the I Saw Him comic. I read it twice and I never opened it again. I
Well,
was like,
that's the
okay,
thing. It's
we're
a
gonna leave.
comic. It's gonna maintain its value at least.
Exactly. So I was like, we're not gonna open this again. We're gonna leave it. I was like, we're gonna
Gucci's
leave
still
it
gonna
alone.
be making Gucci. Prada's still gonna be making Prada,
Yeah,
and
because
there's
this
gonna
is
be a
an
new
issue
product to
one.
buy.
This is an issue one. Who knows? I might, if other niggas lose their shit, I might be one of the only niggas who hasn't. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah. So it's an investment at that point. You can protect it.
Yeah,
I think and either way, the comic it resonates with you, right?
it does. I enjoyed
So
it a
it's
lot.
not if you're someone rocking designers because the designer brands just happen to resonate with you, you're
Actually,
better off.
you're making a very good point because I
Yeah,
remember me, EJ, and we were talking about this, and Ray too. Where I remember your point where I was saying I don't usually wear like superhero comics for these big corporations. Like I don't wear Superman shirts, none of that shit. But because I saw him was like a result of a smaller creator who I really supported, in order to show my support to him and his growing operation, I made sure to wear that fucking shirt anywhere I could wear it. So and the people, the first day I wore that shit too, people kept asking me, "Oh, what's that shirt?" And I would tell them every time I was doing free fucking
free
promo work
advertising.
for
Yeah.
them. So I
Speaking
really
of that,
wanted.
I actually
But you a fan though, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no wrong with that, you a
I'm
fan.
actually wearing a shirt from well, it was a small web comic when I bought it. It was like a Homestuck shirt when I was in like college because that's when it was popular.
Oh, Homestuck.
It was
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
first thing I bought, like the first merch I bought from anybody. Like I didn't have any anime shit, no comic shit, but I was just like, I fuck with this comic enough that I will buy this person's merch because I just
I'll
want
tell
them to
you,
keep making it.
I do like merch, and I'm seeing a lot of the anime shirts come back and stuff.
Bro,
So people are, I think,
don't buy none of that shit. It's all garbage.
I know the quality of the clothing are
Oh,
probably
actually,
like garbage
let me
and
show you
stuff.
guys something. Let me show you guys something.
Keep
real quick.
going, Ref.
Yeah. So the thing is, like, people are being more self-expressive in their fashion.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that comes from being more in tune with yourself and less about like
Girl
social
bought this
aspects
thing.
of.
Yo,
What's that?
yo.
Death Note? We got Death Note.
With no poster.
You gonna hang it
Bro.
up or save it?
Yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna take it
I
back.
was thinking about tricking out my gym with like pinup girls of just various girls I meet and just be a clown. But
That's good
then I
motivation.
realized like let me just keep the dungeoning, you know. But that would be like classic 1980s, 1990s gym ordeal.
Make it like some like you said, some classic shit. Like none of these current whores. Like make it,
Yeah.
make it
I want the shorty to be fully clothed in the picture,
yeah,
you
make
know.
it like
Nah,
some girl.
y'all been in my crib, right? Y'all been-
Yeah, he
Mhm.
has one. He has a girl on his phone.
No,
Mine's just tasteful. Tasteful.
yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah,
tasteful.
yeah.
That's
You
it.
got that's the thing.
I
It's still
remember I made
art.
that point. Remember, I made that point the first time I saw it. I was like,
Yeah.
it's tasteful.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
my
It's
uncle, bro, my uncle's shit was not tasteful. This man
That's
used
what I
to
was going for. You know what I'm
this man
saying?
used to have he had a calendar and it was just like Bati, just
Yeah.
came down, bro. And
mhm.
I was like, yo, yo, he
You
had
know, I thought of speaking of like pickup girls, I thought about going to like a adult convention and going there and just teaching people the dangers of like pornography.
that sounds
You wouldn't be
crazy.
you wouldn't be
Like
the only
I
one
think
there
I would
doing
get
that.
kicked out.
Nah,
Real.
you wouldn't be the only one doing that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
people do
yeah.
it.
I don't
Real.
think I'd be alone in that venture.
No, but Ref, please do that so we can come along with you and record it. That
Yeah,
would be
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
hilarious.
It would be dope content.